Good evening, all. We'll start shortly. All right, so welcome in our weekly webinar Market Masterclass with Religare. Most of you know, for those who are joining us for the first time, I'll just brief the flow. So, first, we start with a quick snapshot for the week, means how the benchmark indices performed alongside with the sectoral move, top five gainers, losers from the Nifty 50 basket, followed by the key part, that is how you should plan your strategy, when it comes to Nifty banking index, sectors to focus, stocks to watch. So everything will cover in initial 20 minutes, followed by the Q&A session. सो आप सभी का स्वागत है हमारे इस वीकली वेबिनार में। और इस वेबिनार का बेसिकली पर्पस ये है कि आप तैयार हो जाएं अपने नेक्स्ट वीक की मार्केट की स्ट्रैटेजी के लिए। तो इसमें हम क्या बात करेंगे, पहले तो एक इस हफ्ते कैसा रहा बाजार उसका एक स्नैपशॉट, और उसके बाद फिर नेक्स्ट वीक क्या क्या चीजें आपको ध्यान में रखनी है, निफ्टी में बैंकिंग इंडेक्स कौन से लेवल्स इंपॉर्टेंट रहेंगे, कौन से सेक्टर्स पे फोकस करना है, कौन से स्टॉक्स आपके रडार पे रहने चाहिए, ये सब चीजें हम बात करेंगे। राइट, उसके बाद जो Q&A सेशन होगा, जिसमें कि एक क्वेश्चन मार्क करके जो बटन आपकी स्क्रीन पे नजर आ रहा है, उसको आप प्रेस करके कोई भी सवाल होता है आपका, आप लिखकर उसमें पूछ सकते हैं। राइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। फर्स्ट, अ डिस्क्लेमर दैट the observation which we are going to share about the market is not a trading or investment recommendation. So before you make any decision based on the information shared, प्लीज डू चेक विद योर फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर। तो देखिए, जो भी हम बात करने वाले हैं ये हमारी ऑब्जर्वेशंस हैं, ये कोई भी ट्रेडिंग रिकमेंडेशन, इन्वेस्टमेंट रिकमेंडेशन नहीं है। तो कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन का यूज करने से पहले अपने फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर से जरूर आप बात करें। So this is the snapshot for the week. The second successive week of consolidation, marginally cut, roughly less than 0.5% for both Nifty and Sensex. Mixed trend on the sectoral front too. So as you can see that metals, energy, realty, banking managed to end in green, while auto, IT, pharma, financials and media ended in red. Top five gainers: SBI Life, Shriram Finance, SBI. From the BSFI space, then we have two names from the metal basket, JSW Steel and Tata Steel, among the top five gainers in the Nifty 50. Losing side, top two names from the pharma basket, Dr. Reddy's and Cipla. Then we have Bajaj Finance, Kotak and M&M, where we saw profit taking as well. तो ये पूरे हफ्ते में दूसरा ही हफ्ता था मार्केट का जबकि दोनों ही साइड पे मूव देखा, बट एंड कहाँ हुआ, एंड ऑलमोस्ट फ्लैट हुआ, मार्जिनली नेगेटिव नोट पे निफ्टी और सेंसेक्स के लिए। सेक्टोरली आपने देखा दोनों साइड पे ही मूव रहा, जहाँ पे कि मेटल ने लीड किया और वहीं पे ऑटो में प्रॉफिट टेकिंग आई। गेनर्स लूजर्स में भी बीएसएफआई सेगमेंट में ठीक ठाक गेनर्स रहे, और साथ ही साथ आपका मेटल काउंटर्स में जो जेएसडब्ल्यू स्टील, टाटा स्टील टॉप फाइव गेनर्स में रहे। लूजिंग साइड पे भी आपको उसी स्पेस में से भी नाम दिख जाएंगे, जैसे कि बजाज फाइनेंस, कोटक, साथ ही साथ सिप्ला, डॉक्टर रेड्डीज। तो बेसिकली अभी जब आप अर्निंग सीजन में होते हैं तो इस तरीके की चीजें होना नॉर्मल है कि आपको एक ही सेक्टर के स्टॉक्स दोनों ही साइड पे नजर आ जाए, द टॉप गेनर्स और टॉप लूजर्स भी। So this is the snapshot for the week. Now let's focus on how you should plan your strategy for the next week. So last week, if you remember, that we were discussing about Nifty crossing this 26,000 level decisively. So again, for a brief, this is the daily graph. So as you can see, this green candle, we retested this previous swing high, but we couldn't cross. And in the last two trading sessions, this 1, 2, market drifted lower. So what this indicates is consolidation. Consolidation means last time also we've discussed this, that we were at 24,600 and then we marched over 26,100. So roughly around 1,500 points. So after such a strong rally, there was only one day or a couple of days of negative close, but it was almost a upright rally. So after this move, and we are also very close to the record high, this consolidation is normal so far, right? No doubt. In today's session, also we've closed closer to the day's low, uh, on Friday. So 25,800 was acting as an immediate support as of now, so which we have breached. So for the next week, entire week, in fact, this yellow line, right, you can see here, 25,600, which also coincides with the previous swing high. That will be the first area and critical area of support for the Nifty to maintain this positive bias amid this consolidation, right? And the moment we cross 26,000 decisively, we are set for a new high. तो देखिए, निफ्टी में पिछला हफ्ता भी कंसोलिडेशन का था, एक तो छोटा हफ्ता था तो उसमें ज़्यादा टाइम था नहीं मार्केट के पास। इस हफ्ते भी यही रहा कि इनिशियली थोड़ा सा हमने तेजी देखी, फिर फाइनल सेशंस में आपने प्रॉफिट टेकिंग देखी, तो आप अल्टीमेटली फ्लैट क्लोज हुए। तो ये हो क्यों रहा है कि इस तरीके की ट्रेडिंग की आप यहाँ पे एक रेंज में फंसे हुए देख रहे हैं बाजार को? देखिए 1400-1500 पॉइंट की अगर रैली आएगी, जब 24,600 से आप 26,100 तक आएंगे, तो थोड़ा बीच में पॉज आना, कंसोलिडेशन होना इज ओके। प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आएगी इस कंसोलिडेशन को, नेगेटिव कब हो जाएगा? अभी तक कंसोलिडेशन में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बिकॉज आप छोटी सी रेंज में ट्रेड कर रहे हो। जब ये ब्लू लाइन, सॉरी, दिस येलो लाइन के नीचे जाना शुरू कर देगा, इसके नीचे सस्टेन करना शुरू कर देगा 25,600 के नीचे। जब तक 25,600 इंटैक्ट है, लास्ट वीक भी हमने यही बात की थी, अभी भी वही सेम है, तब तक आपको बाय ऑन डिप्स की अपॉर्चुनिटी देखनी चाहिए। बाय ऑन डिप्स की अपॉर्चुनिटी कहाँ देखें? सो बेसिकली सेक्टर्स विच आर constantly outperforming or at least trading in sync with the market trend. तो जो सेक्टर आउट परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं या तो इंडेक्स को, या फिर एटलीस्ट कम से कम मार्केट के साथ चल रहे हैं, उन्हीं पे आपका फोकस एरिया होना चाहिए। तो ऐसे कौन से सेक्टर हैं जो कि आउट परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं? बैंकिंग है, वी हैव ऑटो, वी हैव मेटल्स, wherein we are seeing consistent outperformance. Of late, we have started seeing participation from energy space, selectively from the realty pack. FMCG and IT is something which is still laggard, means वहां पे अभी तक उस तरीके की स्ट्रेंथ नहीं दिखी है जिस तरीके से हमने दूसरे सेक्टर्स में देखी है। तो इन शॉर्ट 25,600, 25,600 जब तक होल्ड हो रहा है, तब तक आपको बाय ऑन डिप्स मेंटेन करके रखना है अप्रोच को। ऊपर पे 26,000, 26,300 के लेवल्स आने वाले टाइम में आपको देखने को मिल सकते हैं, राइट? So this is about Nifty. Now let's jump to the next sector, key sector, that is banking index. So very similar structure. Banking में we have already made a new record high. So this area was the record high zone, right? And here also we are seeing a mixed trend, but amid this consolidation also we are seeing that PSU banks are outshining the private banking players consistently. And it is obvious since the recovery, the beginning of the recovery, that they have been consistently outperforming the private banking players. So now going ahead also, we expect this outperformance to continue. So means the preference should be given to PSU banking names for the short-term trades. Selectively, of course, the correction that we are seeing in the private banking majors for investments, right? So now coming to the index, back to the index, this area, this yellow line, Same means this also coincides with this previous swing high support area. So 57,000, 57,200 is a zone, roughly around 500 points down from the current area is what we have the immediate support in the banking index. If that breach, then we may see further correction, a prolonged consolidation in the index. So for banking index, 57,200. For Nifty, it is 25,600. These are the two key levels that you should keep in your mind for the next week. Right? Upside 58,500, 58,600. The moment we close below this area, then probably we are set for this trend line retest also in the coming weeks. तो देखिए निफ्टी के साथ साथ बैंकिंग इंडेक्स में भी ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही देख रहे हैं आप कि ये टाइट रेंज में ट्रेड कर रहा है और कुछ खास डिक्लाइन भी नहीं हुआ है, कुछ खास एडवांस भी नहीं हुआ है 2 हफ्तों में। तो यहाँ पे एक चीज ये अच्छी हो रही है कि पीएसयू बैंक्स काफी ज्यादा स्ट्रेंथ दिखा रहे हैं इस गिरावट में बावजूद भी। वहां पे आपने नए हाइज बनते हुए देख रहे हो आप। तो फोकस एरिया यही होना चाहिए कि जहां पे स्ट्रेंथ बनी हुई है, इरिस्पेक्टिव की इंडेक्स क्या कर रहा है, आपका फोकस वहां पे होना चाहिए एज अ ट्रेडर। राइट? अगर मेटल्स चल रहे हैं, पीएसयू बैंक्स चल रहे हैं, तो फिर अपने को उसमें बाइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी देखनी है। ये नहीं कि जब तक इंडेक्स मूव करना ना शुरू कर दे तब तक हम कोई एक्टिविटी ना हो। तो पीएसयू बैंक्स इज समथिंग दैट यू शुड बी फोकसिंग, वहां पे प्रेफरेंस देना चाहिए आपको अभी। और ये येलो लाइन सेम जस्ट लाइक निफ्टी का जो 20 ईएमए है, ये बैंकिंग इंडेक्स का 20 ईएमए है, 57,200 के पास का एरिया। जब तक ये होल्ड हो रहा है तब तक आपको पॉजिटिव साइड की अप्रोच इंडेक्स में रखनी है, स्टॉक्स में रखनी है। सो क्या याद रखना है? 25,600 को याद रखना है, 57,200 को याद रखना है निफ्टी में और बैंकिंग इंडेक्स में फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीक। जब तक ये होल्ड हो रहे हैं तब तक बायो इंडेक्स कंटिन्यू करना है। नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट स्टॉक्स. So, pharma as a sector, we are still not seeing any decisive trend. Means, as you could see that in the first slide itself, we had a couple of names from the defensive basket wherein there was negativity. But Oro Pharma, we have discussed this, I guess, 4-5 weeks ago also. That post this correction, we were seeing that this consolidation is ongoing, and we were anticipating that there could be a reversal here, but it extended this consolidation, and now it seems like that we are set for a recovery phase. So it's been almost a year now that it was October last year, and it's been like we have ended this October month now. So after 1 year of consolidation correction, the stock is set for a recovery. Right? So Oro Pharma is the first name that you can add to your watch list for long trades in the next week. Next is banking and IDFC First Bank. Here also we have discussed about this counter a few weeks back, and since then we are seeing strong traction. The company means the bank have already delivered the numbers also better than the street expectation, and we expect this momentum to continue in the banking pack altogether, and IDFC First Bank also seems aligned to the trend. तो जैसे कि हमने बात की थी कि देखिए बैंकिंग में तेजी है, IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक, SBI, बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा, कैनरा बैंक, इंडियन बैंक, ये कुछ एक ऐसे नाम है जहां पे की स्ट्रेंथ काफी ज्यादा दिख रही है। HDFC, ICICI, एक्सिस, कोटक, ये सब में भी पार्टिसिपेशन है, बट उस तरीके की स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है जिस तरीके की स्ट्रेंथ यहाँ पे दिख रही है। तो अगर ट्रेडिंग के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बात करें तो जहां पे स्ट्रेंथ होती है, जहां पे की मोमेंटम होता है, अपना फोकस एरिया वहीं होना चाहिए। तो ऐसा ही कुछ इंडिकेशन अभी IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक में है, यहाँ से मोमेंटम कैरी होता हुआ नजर आ सकता है आने वाले टाइम में भी। तो इसको भी आप अपने वॉच लिस्ट में लगा सकते हैं। Lastly on the list, a heavyweight from the capital goods space, L&T. So it's a self-explanatory chart. As you can see that it's a kind of like a broadening formation. Means highs are we are seeing higher highs and lower lows also. But now we are on a verge of breaking this consolidation with a breakout from the upper range. Here also we have seen this results are already out, so there will be no surprises as such in the stock. So in case if it manages to cross 4100 barrier, then and it's already at the record highs, then we are set for next leg of the trend, which could push the stock towards, let's say 4500, 5000 and anything. Means the upside is open. तो लास्ट जो स्टॉक है हमारी लिस्ट में एक हैवी वेट, एक बड़ा नाम एलएनटी का स्टॉक अपने ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्ड हाई पे है, बट एक हर्डल जो है 4100 के पास जो दिख रहा है, जहां से कि ये ट्रेंड लाइन ये ड्रॉ हो रखी है हमारे लास्ट जो हाईस को मिलाकर, ये अगर ब्रेक हो जाता है तो फिर एक नेक्स्ट अपमूव की शुरुआत हो जाएगी आपके लिए एलएनटी में. तो अगर एलएनटी तेज है तो इट मीन्स मान के चलिए कि आपका पूरा ये कैपिटल गुड स्पेस का जो इंडिकेशन है, कहीं ना कहीं इकोनॉमी का ही जो इंडिकेशन आता है कि वो सही डायरेक्शन पकड़ रखी है, वो आपको एलएनटी से मिल जाता है. तो दिस इज द थर्ड लिस्ट दैट वी हैव in the stocks to watch. So net amid this consolidation, our view is still positive. 25,600, 57,200 in both Nifty and the banking index is something that you should be keep a close eye on. As long as we are holding above that mark, the view should be positive. And otherwise also means sectors which are outperforming, which are consistently doing well. So like metal, banking, auto, energy is something that you should be preferring for your long trades. तो अगर एक लाइन में हम समझे कि मार्केट में क्या करना है नेक्स्ट वीक में, तो जब तक 25,600 और 57,200 निफ्टी में और बैंकिंग इंडेक्स में इंटैक्ट है, तब तक लॉन्ग साइड की अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढिए. उस टाइम पे मार्केट बायर्स आपको पॉजिटिव साइड पे रिवॉर्ड करने के इंडिकेशन ज्यादा रहेंगे. सेक्टर्स जो प्रिफर्ड है वो आपका बैंकिंग है, ऑटो है, मेटल है और एनर्जी है. बाकी सब सेक्टर्स में भी बीच बीच में पार्टिसिपेशन हो सकता है, क्योंकि और फार्मा देखिए हमने फार्मा में से ही लिया है, राइट. बट जो सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक जहां पे स्ट्रेंथ दिख रही है वो ये है. स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक हमने बात की, पहला नाम था इट वाज औरो फार्मा, देन आईडीएफसी फर्स्ट बैंक एंड लास्ट एलएनटी, राइट. सो दिस इज ऑल फ्रॉम द प्रेजेंटेशन पार्ट. लेट्स डू अ क्विक feedback poll and then we'll start with the Q&A. So please fill in your feedback and then you can start posting your questions using that Q&A button. तो अपना फीडबैक फिल कर दीजिए और उसके बाद जो क्वेश्चन मार्क वाला जो बटन है उसको प्रेस करके आप अपना सवाल पूछ सकते हैं लिखकर. Those who are done with the feedback, they can start posting their questions so that we can end the session on time. All right. We are almost done now, so let's start with Q&A. Okay, so more of stock specific queries, so we'll definitely answer them if the time allows. But first, any sector specific query, in case if you have, please feel free to ask. Means any theme, any sector that you might be considering or you already have a position in. Okay, so we have Mr. Praveen Srivastav on defense. So defense as a sector, we are seeing mixed trend. Means earlier also it was like a kind of overall the move was aligned, but we were seeing certain stocks outperforming and certain witnessing consolidation. So with the earnings season, that thing have increased. Means today BEL announced numbers, and the way you know, market respected the numbers. Clearly shows means the stock ended with strong gains and some of the top performing name within the defense basket. But at the same time, we have like Majgaon, BDL, HAL, which are now trading in a range. So when we are into earning season, instead of sectoral moves, at times the individual stock specific performance uh, usually dictate the trend, and that is what we are seeing right now in the defense space as well. So focus more on your individual bets and basis the earning, evaluate them. If the overall results alongside with the management commentary is okay to push the stock higher, or should you consider switching to the other name within the pack. But as of now, the sector looks positive, but there should be some consolidation and selective stocks like BEL, Apollo, and then Astra Micro. These are some of the names wherein we are seeing outperformance. Okay. Healthcare space, Mr. Rajesh. If I'm not wrong, means couple of weeks ago, majority of the stocks were trading at the record highs. So be it Max, Apollo, Narayana, Astro DM, Fortis, but now we have started seeing bit of a consolidation or profit taking. So if your view is short term, we may consider further retracement or decline in the healthcare space, but the trend is up, means they are positively aligned. There's no doubt about it. So in case if you are planning any fresh investments, accumulate them gradually. Of course, keep a close eye on the earnings as well. Uh, Trend is positive. Short term, in case if you're planning any trading bets, I would recommend to refrain from fresh longs with a short term point of view, because consolidation or profit taking is more likely. So it is okay to invest gradually on dips, but not for short term trading for any intermediate bounds. Okay, so hope that answers your query. Okay. We have Mr. Makwana on IT sector. So IT and FMCG both. So it's not that they are not participating. It's just that they are underperforming the overall outperformance or the buoyancy or the sustainability of trend. uh, what we are seeing in the sectors like auto, metal, and banking. So basis that, in case if the view is short term, because still when it comes to IT pack specifically, global clues uh, remains plays a key role. Means the earnings for most of the IT majors is already over now. So any surprises, let's say on the trade deal, in case if we hear any announcement on that front, in the coming days or weeks, so that may positively impact the services part also, including IT. Otherwise, the side views consolidation might continue for time being now. So IT for short-term trading is something that you should refrain. Stick with the top performing sectors, which we've just discussed. If you are planning for investment, then gradually accumulate them, on dips, especially the quality names from both large cap and mid cap IT space. Basis the earnings, of course. Okay, sorry, I missed the second part of the question from Mr. Rajesh on jewelry space also. So, see, here also we are not seeing any decisive trend, because we all know that was this phenomenal surge in bullion this year. Some of the uh, like counters related to the space, they have done well. Others were largely lackluster or witnessing consolidation. So as of now, there's no clear indication of any trend, barring Titan, wherein we are seeing strength, overall in the counter. So others counters, be it Kalyan, Sky Gold, and all, Senco. Uh, Consolidation is more likely. The short term, at least, one should refrain from any aggressive bets. In case if you have used investment, you can selectively buy basis their earning performance. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Mr. Brahman, so we discussed about BEL during the defense while we were answering that query. So, hope it answers your query. And PSU banks, of course, we are bullish, and that is the reason why we recommend that preference should be given to PSU banking names if the view is short term. If you're planning for short term trades, the preference should be given to the PSU banking names. So, apart from the stocks which are leading from the front within the PSU banking basket, like SBI, Canara Bank, Indian Bank, we are seeing catch up move in the rest of the names also, like Bank of Baroda, PNB, Bank India. So, yes, you can selectively pick and choose basis your risk appetite. Okay, so Mr. Chabil Das has question on OMC counter. First, we'll answer this on uh, IOC. So OMC as a pack, we are seeing strength after this. Almost 1.5 months, 2 months of consolidation. We have finally seen a breakout, decisive breakout with volumes in most of these, oil marketing company names. So we expect this momentum to continue. But in case if you are planning any fresh trade, then you are late. Means if you already have position, you can definitely hold and keep on trailing your stop losses on rise. Uh, After this phenomenal surge, in case if you're planning any fresh position, wait for any consolidation or a pause or a dip, but not at current levels. NBCC also looks positive. In fact, it was among the uh, decent performing name during this week, roughly around 5% kind of a gains. So yes, it can gradually inch toward 125 to 130 zone. So you can continue to hold your long positions. Mr. Tarun has this question on SKM. SKM is not in my list. Maybe it's in BSC and I don't have readily available data on BSC. RBL Bank definitely looks okay to us, means it's gradually inching higher, but I guess there's some call writers active at 330 strikes. So that's the reason why we were seeing some bit of profit taking at the higher end today. So tone looks positive. You can continue to stay put. 315 should be your stop loss. And in case if it manages to cross 330, then 345, 350 is also something the stock might test in days to come. Okay, so this answers your query. Okay, another question. So Moschip, we are seeing profit taking and indications are in the favor that it might, slip further lower towards 240 to 35 area. First, before we make any meaningful up move. In case, let's say if it manages to close above 260, then the bias would change. So means to negate this view, we need a decisive close above 260. Then 280, 85 is something which it again might retest. So if you have any existing position, 240 should be your strict stop loss. And for fresh buying, wait for a close above 260 or a dip towards 240, not before that. Okay. So this answers the query. United Spirit, Mr. Praveen, post numbers, we have seen a strong uptick, but as the day ended, we have surrendered most of the gains. So There could be further consolidation or maybe some more profit taking. So around 1400 is what we have the immediate base. So that should be a stop loss in case if you have any existing position, and in case if you're planning any fresh trade, then wait for a dip towards 1400. Uh, Upside 1480, 1500 first hurdle, and then around 1560. Okay, so with this, we have answered all the queries, I guess. Yes. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. Next week, same time, same place, we'll connect again. We'll talk about markets and